Greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy Wednesday. Just gonna give a couple of moments for people to join, and I'm gonna take a swig of water. So, as I'm waiting here on Instagram, because this is gonna get the replay, rather, it's going to be posted on YouTube. What's wrong with these cards? Sitting there trying to shuffle, and it's like they didn't want to shuffle. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Mercury Retrograde, because it is Wellness Wednesday. So I want to help you with your wellness during this Mercury Retrograde. Throw cards everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna give these a nice little shuffle. And incidentally, I'm striving to grow my YouTube channel all the more, because that's where I really enjoy being when it comes to doing like my live videos and podcasting episodes and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna just start doing like live feeds there all the time, or just long as Spirit tells me to do so, or whatever. But I enjoy it. I like it. So okay, so I'm pulling from the Daily Crystal Oracle. I'm going to pull us a card to get the party started, and I'll jump into what I want to talk about today. Okay, let me split here. Now this, so the crystal that came up is appetite or apatite or appetite, whatever. It's there. And the message says, get out of your comfort zone. Ooh, get out of your comfort zone. And that is an awesome message for us today. To get out of our comfort zone. Say what? And I'm going to come back to that in just a moment. So first and foremost, I wanted to reintroduce myself. I'm Allison Rozelle. I am a spiritual empowerment coach for women who are 40 and over. I empower them to step into their power, to embody their righteous and sacred calling of being a light worker, a spiritual healer, an energy healer. And I do all that at Sacred Pathway Academy by teaching Reiki classes and also teaching about Reikipreneurship. So if you are interested in going there with me, then go to the link in my bio and get yourself enrolled in one of my courses. So right now, I have open enrollment for Embody the Reiki Master Within. That is my Reiki certification course that you can take. It's a mixture of recorded lessons and live weekly sessions. So you get so much material and support. It's not even funny, because I just don't believe in trying to cram everything in like a few lessons and then bibbity bobbity boo, you are certified. No, we're going to take some time and walk that thing on out, so that way you can truly understand what it means to not only have your certification, but to live a Reiki lifestyle. The next thing that we have is the Reikipreneur Business School. Now this is for any Reiki practitioner who has a business or is opening a business, and you are wanting to treat your business like a business and not like a hobby, yeah, come on in the room, boo-boo, and get them Reikipreneur skills on print so you can start making that money. So, those are the 2 classes or courses that you can get enrolled in today. I do have a bundle where you can purchase both for a discounted rate rather than buying both of them separately. But if you have any questions about that, just feel free to hit me up and I'll answer whatever questions you got. All right? All right. So what I wanted to talk about today is the Mercury Retrograde. Yeah. So not only am I a spiritual empowerment coach, not only am I a certified Usui Reiki master healer and teacher, I am also a doTERRA wellness advocate. So I got them essential oils for you, baby. So we're going to talk about the Mercury Retrograde in terms of what essential oils can you use during this time to help you keep your energy in the way that it needs to be during Mercury Retrograde. So I have this book called Gifts of the Essential Oils. And there's a particular blend that I find very beautiful, and I'm going to tell you about it. So you've got 4 different essential oils that it uses, which is, I'm going to hold it up, got a little show and tell going on. So we got Arbor Vitae or Arbor Vitae, depending on your pronunciation. Some of these, everybody pronounces them differently, and I know we're backwards there, but it's Arbor Vitae or Arbor Vitae, that. The next one would be eucalyptus. And the next oil would be lavender. I love lavender. And the last oil that the book calls for is spearmint. And I don't have spearmint. However, I do have peppermint. And yes, between the mints, you can substitute. If you don't have peppermint, use spearmint. If you don't have spearmint, use peppermint. Now, with that said though, peppermint and Arbor Vitae are very potent in smell. So you don't need a lot of either one of them. I'm going to do like a little demo to show you how you can use them, and I'm not going to use a whole lot because they're strong. They are strong, and you don't have to have a lot. And that's really the beautiful thing about these oils, right? It's the fact that you could have a bottle. I don't want to drop my book where I lose my place. So Arbor Vitae comes in this size, which is the 5 milliliters. And then you can have eucalyptus. Turn around here. Face the people. There we go. Eucalyptus, which is the 15 milliliter. See, they're different, right? So you can have these. Now, the 5 milliliter has, I believe, 90 drops per vial, per bottle. And then the 15 milliliter has 250 drops. So, since you don't have to have a lot, you could go and get, you could use them like a couple of drops or even one if it's something strong like Arbor Vitae, and not have to worry about, using a lot. So they're very potent in the oils. So with this Mercury Retrograde, this blend is, once again, it's Arbor Vitae, eucalyptus, lavender, and spearmint. So I'm going to talk about this and give you this, but then I'm going to talk about my post from earlier, because I know some people got some curiosity about that, and I'm going to talk about it. And then I'm going to tell you why that's so relevant of the card that we pulled. So hold your mule. I got you. I got you. Okay. So for Mercury Retrograde is an astrological event that happens 3 to 4 times a year for about 3 weeks. At this time, Mercury's support and influences are removed from our lives. Thus, you may experience communication breakdowns, misbehaving electronics, and hindrances to short trips. Arbor Vitae keeps you grounded at this time. Now, Arbor Vitae, hello goddess, is a woodsy smell. So it's very earthy. And it's actually one of those oils that if you were going to make a pure fume, not a perfume, a pure fume for your man, or you just like that masculine energy, Arbor Vitae is a good one to have in that blend for if you're wanting to have that kind of smell. Just telling you. But it's very grounding, so it's very earthy. So it keeps you grounded during the time of Mercury retrograde. And then you use eucalyptus and lavender to support clearer and open communication. And then your intuition gets enhanced by the spearmint, or even using, like I said, the peppermint. You can use them kind of interchangeably. But you can use these types of blends. So what I'm going to do is, let me take the tops off of these things so I can show the people. Okay, so Arbor Vitae, again, is strong. Don't start trying to use a whole lot. So I got my hand here, and I just want to very carefully drop one. That's all I'm doing, because he is strong. I'm telling you, he is like Hercules strong. Then I'm going to take a little drop of peppermint. He another one that's strong too, so you got to be careful. And come on, baby, drip. I see you. Come on, drip. Now for lavender, she gonna probably get like 2 drops because I like her. She's soft and sweet. And then eucalyptus gonna seal the deal. Eucalyptus can be kind of strong too. So I got these in my hand, and now I'm just gonna rub in my hands. Oh God, that blend. I wish y'all could smell that. It smells so good. God, that sends tingles down my spine. It feels so good. Oh, very open you right on up. So we're going to put a little something so I can have that and be covered in this time of retrograde. Now, what I could also do is take that blend and give myself a really nice like foot massage. Because again, you want to be grounded. So what I would do is take that blend, use a carrier oil, and just rub it and give myself a really nice foot massage. And then since it's also covering my communication, I would probably do this and just rub a little for my throat chakra to open that up. And then using that, man, it's sending me so much life through my body right now. Ooh, if y'all could just feel it. And smell it. Smells amazing. But yeah, that's how I would use that. You over here inhaling like you can smell it. I wish you could. Oh my God. They need to hurry up and invent smell-o-vision or something. But it smells good. It's very clean kind of smell. Like I said, when you use things like Arbor Vitae, you just want to use a little bit. And the same thing with peppermint. Because they can be very potent in smell. Eucalyptus can too, if you're not careful. But I'm glad that lavender is in there to kind of chase that really strong smell and soften it a little. So yeah, it's the bomb over here. I feel good. I feel so good. All right. Whew. Yeah. So the reason why I also wanted to talk about the Mercury retrograde was not just to give you information, because that's what I like to do, on how you can protect yourself and keep yourself grounded and focused, keep your communication open. You know, working with essential oils for me, especially as a Reiki master, is so key because the different oils do different things for the different chakras in keeping our energy flowing the way that it should flow. So, I like to share stuff like that. So if you are interested in learning more about essential oils or beginning your journey, just hit me up and let's sit down and talk about it. And then that way we can talk about the ways that doTERRA oils can help you in your journey as well. So let's get back to this here Mercury retrograde. So every time there's a Mercury retrograde, it never fails. There's these endless posts about everything that Mercury retrograde is going to do to them. Oh, I'm feeling all this because the Mercury retrograde. What I figured out and was thinking about is the Mercury retrograde for people in the spiritual community is kind of like for people who are in the Christian community that blame everything on the devil. The devil, the enemy, That's what I feel like people use Mercury retrograde as a scapegoat for everything. Now, I'm not saying that the Mercury retrograde is not real, because it's very real, okay? It's very, very real. And things do happen during the Mercury retrograde. But my question is, and always has been, what did you do before you learned about the Mercury retrograde? How did you live your life before you knew that it even existed? What did you do? What were you taught to do, if you were taught anything? So for me, I did grow up in Christian beliefs. So faith was something that was taught all the time. But I have to admit, now that I'm on this spiritual journey and not a practicing Christian, my faith has actually increased because I have a deeper understanding and relationship with God, Creator, higher power, source, whatever name that you give. So since my relationship is now been deepened, my faith is activated. So with my faith activated, Mercury and all them other planets can be in retrograde all day long. But if I get the divine message, the divine download that I'm supposed to do something, I think I believe more in my higher power and what my higher power can do than Mercury retrograde. That's just me. Now you do what you want, but that's just me. Because to me, the one that created Mercury and all the other planets, the one that created me and all the stars in the sky, don't care about Mercury being in retrograde. If I get something that I'm told that I'm supposed to do, Mercury retrograde be damned. I'm going to do it because I made the choice to give my yes. And I told God, when I sat in front of my altar and I surrendered and I gave God my business and my life, I said, no matter what comes up, if you ask me, if you tell me to go there, I'm going there. If you tell me to do it, I'm going to do it. And I don't, no matter what. Now that, again, that's me. That might not be your walk, but that's my walk. So what I posted today is that a lot of people will use the Mercury retrograde as an excuse to not do something. So my thing is, let's stop using that as a reason to not do something that you weren't going to do in the first place. You weren't going to do it, and you know you weren't going to do it. So why are we pretending? Even if Mercury wasn't in retrograde, you would still be procrastinating, still be making excuses, still be saying, well, I can't do it because this, that, and the third. Well, if Mercury not in retrograde, then, maybe Jupiter is doing something with Mars and then all this other stuff. And you would keep using whatever you could do to excuse and keep you from being and taking responsibility for your personal divine assignment. Now, I don't know if anybody hearing me in this, but I need somebody to let me know that y'all hear me okay and see me okay. Because it's not, Mercury retrograde does not exist for you to sit and make excuses for to not do something that you've been told to do. You were given something important to do. I believe that if you would step out and be obedient to that voice, if you would be obedient to God and the ancestors, thank you for the hearts, then I believe you will be blessed. Because one thing I know about God, you're never given a vision without provision. Now, it don't always come in the form that you think it's supposed to come in, but it comes. It's there. The provision is there. The protection is there. You have to have enough faith to be able to believe and know, not even just believe, know in your inner knowing that all will be well, no matter what's going on in the world. Because we got enough stuff going on in this world right about now that would scare the bejesus out of anybody. And it does. So my question is, and always will be, where is your faith? Where is your faith? Where is your faith? What is your faith in? Who is your faith in? I really want to know. So that's why when I pulled this card and it says, get out of your comfort zone, I started chuckling, because for a lot of people, blaming the Mercury retrograde is their comfort zone. Because it's not about the Mercury being in retrograde. It's about them being afraid to step out and give their, as my goddess friend, Goddess Anya, Miss Anya says, your sacred yes. It scares them to give their sacred yes, because then they would have to be accountable for what they just said that they were going to do. So let's stop using Mercury retrograde as an excuse not to act. Let's not use that as an excuse not to act, not to step out on faith. Now, I'm not saying you go out haphazardly doing whatever. I mean, you do what you want. But my thing is this, and I'm speaking to this in a direct matter because I do have 2 courses open for open enrollment right now. But I know there's a lot of people, a lot of women hesitating because right now Mercury is in retrograde. And my thing is this. I want you to get yourself somewhere near your altar, if you have one, or whatever sacred space that you have in your home. And I want you to turn everything off, all devices, television, everything. And I need you to sit with you and your spirit team. Meaning, your spirit team should consist of, or may consist of, I won't should on you, your higher self, your higher power, your ancestors, spirit guides. Do what I do. Do a spiritual Zoom call. That's what I call them. My spiritual Zoom call or Zoom meeting between me and my help, my source, my strength, my everything. And we sit down and we have a powwow. And usually, It's more them talking than it is me. I've gotten to the place where I'll just ask the question and then leave it open to get my answers. Now, does that mean every time I sit down with them that I always get the direct answer? Not always. But a lot of times I do. So I want to challenge you. If that's what's holding you up and keeping you from giving your yes is the Mercury Retrograde, then I want to challenge you to sit down with your higher power and say, listen, I feel led to do this. I really want to do this. Is this the right time for me? And the universe is very direct. They'll give you what you need. It'll come in whatever form they want to use to give you your answer. Sometimes you can ask for it to come in a certain form. That way you know for sure. But you leave yourself open to the possibilities to receive that answer and receive it in a way you might not be looking for. But give yourself that. Don't hold yourself back. Don't get in your comfort zone, which for many of you is procrastination. Procrastination is a dream killer, a vision stealer. Procrastination takes everything and pushes you out of alignment. So I just wanted to give that. So I gave you your essential oil blend that you can use if Mercury Retrograde is messing with you and you need to get grounded. That's a good blend to use, trust me. Pull the card to let you know you got to get out of your comfort zone. Mercury Retrograde be damned. You're going to have to come out of your comfort zone. And then lastly, sit down and talk to your higher power about what it is you really, really want. And be open to receive the message, the answer, when it comes. That's what I got. So I want to hear from you. Those that are watching this on the replay, whether it's on IGTV or you're watching this on my YouTube channel. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, can you get your cute self over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel? Because it's going to be material, or not material, but like videos and stuff that get on YouTube that I'm not posting nowhere else. It's exclusive. And as the year progresses, more information is going to be added to my YouTube channel. And I'm so excited about it, y'all. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So that's why. That's why you got to subscribe. And share. Because sharing is caring. Right? Right. All right, my loves. So that's all I got. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. That fragrance is still lingering in my hands of them essential oils. Oh my goodness. It smells so fresh and so clean. Now I'm going to play Outcast because now that's in my head. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye for now.